Are you in a point in life where all of your goals that seem so real, that seem so achievable and so motivating, all of a sudden don't motivate you anymore? And you're asking yourself, okay, what am I doing all of this for, right? What is the point of all of this? What is the point of all those struggle, all those hustle that I'm putting in? Some days ago, I was in the phase of apathy when I went through all of those things where I questioned everything. And I had a realization for myself, which I call the possibility of winning. And this is a concept that I think will really help you if you're going through phases like this. Hey, my name is Dennis and I'm building my business in sales right now because I want to live free and travel the world. Right now we are in Colombia, in Guatapé on the top of the mountain, and here on YouTube the goal is to document my whole journey, right? The ups, the downs and the learnings in between. Everything will be shared here on this channel, so if this is interesting, you can consider subscribing. But now, let's continue with the video. Okay, so some days ago, as I said, I was in this apathetic state, right, where I was not motivated to hustle, to work on my goals, to do something, right? Because this can be described as a hopeless state. Really, I was hopeless. And then I sit down in that journal and I reflect, okay, what could be the problem? Why am I in this phase or in this state? And I had an interesting realization. And this realization was that the goals that I write down daily, right, the goals that I'm striving towards right now, in my mind, they seemed impossible, right? Like, this is so big, this is so far away, this is impossible for me to achieve. It's the same as, good example, we're in Guatapé right now, right? In front of this mountain, this famous one. And looking up, it's gonna be like, okay, this is almost impossible to get up there, right? It seems so far away, it's so high. And this was the state that I was in with my goals. So if you think about it, let's say you want to do something, you want to achieve something, and in the back of the mind, you always think, okay, I will not win anyway, right? I will not achieve this goal anyway. Are you really motivated? Are you really like giving 100%? Are you really like full of belief, or you're full of like enthusiasm to do something and to strive towards your goal? You don't have the possibility of winning, right? And the possibility of winning, if you do not have this will inevitably lead to a state of apathy. Why is that? Because apathy can also be described as a state of extreme hopelessness. Everything is pointless, everything is hopeless, you have no energy, like you're lethargic, etc. And if we just think about it, if there's no possibility of winning, this equals not having hope, right? We don't have hope, or we don't have the hope that we will win at the end. We don't have the hope that we will achieve our goals at the end, and aka hopelessness, right? So those things go together. Another example might be if we think about, for example, war times, right? So what are the governments trying to do? They are doing like propaganda that their army only has wins, right? They show, okay, we're about to lose, right? They never do that, right? They say, okay, we're about to win, we just crushed the enemy in this battle, whatever it might be, because they want to keep up the hope in their own citizens, right? Because they know, okay, if the hope of winning is not there anymore, okay, then they will give up. This is what the enemy tries to do. They keep bring down the hope in the civilians of the enemy, right? I think it was in World War II where they bombed the civilians, right? So they get demoralized and they do not think about winning anymore, right? They think, okay, this is already lost. They give up hope, and with giving up hope, basically they lose. Why is this saying hope dies last? Because there's nothing more after hope, right? Once you lost the hope, then the people die, then the people give up, then there's no continuation after this. And as a little addition, once I was reflecting on this and also the whole topic, possibility of winning, hope, etc., I was reminded of an experience that I heard of in some motivational video, and I will link the video also in the description. They took wild rats and put them into water and let them swim until they would die. On average, they found out, okay, that rats will swim like for 15 minutes before they drain and die. And they thought, okay, they die from exhaustion, right? Because they have no energy anymore and they just die, their body gives up. But then they did something interesting, right? Shortly before they were like dying, they took the rat out of the water, dried the rat up, let it rest a bit, but not too much, like just for a few minutes, and then put the rat back into the water. What will happen? Okay, after how many minutes will they drain again? After how many minutes will they give up now? What would you say? Okay, they almost died from exhaustion right after 50 minutes. How long will they swim? Like 5 more minutes, maybe 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes maybe. They found out that after they were saved, and then put back into the water. They swam for an average of 40 to 60 hours after being saved and then put back into the water. They had the belief and they had the hope, okay, at some point I might get saved again, so let's swim until I'm really exhausted and really cannot anymore. And this was 40 to 60 hours. Alright, I appreciate that you watched until the end, and I hope you got some value out of this. If you're in those states where your goals are not motivating anymore, or where you lost like hope and you like the sense of what you're doing, like everything seemed pointless, then this might be an answer. I hope this is an answer for you, and this will help you with continuing with your goals, because yeah, the motto of this channel, as always, is 10 years of hard work for 50 years of freedom. And if we put in the 10 years and never give up, never lose hope, I think then we will achieve those freedom for the rest of the 50 years of our life, or whatever, how long our life will be. So now I will let you enjoy the view a bit, and then we will see each other in the next video with a little bit less of a great view, but I hope with lots of motivation. Thanks.